Welcome to Weekly News Story on Women. My name is Eukaria Nkem Okafo. Policy reform, a key to gender equality. The Minister of Women Affairs, Hajia Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, has called for urgent policy reform, saying that it will accelerate gender inclusion in Nigerian development agenda. She made the call while addressing the ministerial plenary of the Gender and Inclusion Summit 2025, convened by the Policy Innovation Center of the Nigerian Economy Summit Group at the Abuja Continental Hotel. Speaking under the summit theme, New Voices, New Approaches for Accelerating an Inclusive Society, the minister warned that Nigerians' ambition is becoming a 1 trillion economy would remain unattainable if women, who make up more than half of the population, continue to be sidelined. She stressed that closing the gender gap in labor force participation could boost Nigeria's GDP by as much as $229 billion by 2030. Highlighting initiatives under the Renew Hope agenda, including Renew Hope Social Impact Intervention and the Families First initiative, she noted that her ministry is prioritizing women's participation in agriculture, clean cooking access, family resilience, and the national care economy framework. She also applauded reforms in Adamawa, Niger, and Rivers states, where women are gaining ground in politics and governance. Mother rejects the sum of 5 million naira after Cross River police killed her son. Victoria Mba, the mother of 22-year-old Moses Mba, who was reportedly beaten and killed by police attached to the residence of the Cross River State Governor Basi Otu, has rejected the sum of 5 million naira offered to her by the government. She said no amount of money would silence her demand for justice. Mba claimed that some government representatives who visited her home on Thursday offered a family 5 million. They brought 5 million, we rejected it. Is the value of my son's life 5 million? They said it was a condolence visit, but I don't know why. Condolence visit is done with money. In that way, I want justice, not money, she said. According to the mother, the victim had claimed he was going to preach to the governor when he was accosted by the security personnel. Is it a crime if somebody goes to the gate? They could have sent him away or kept him somewhere until they reach his parents. Instead, they beat him and shot him in his leg. That's how they ended my son's life, she added. It was gathered that while Moses was in the hospital for 8 days, plainclothes security operatives were stationed in his ward until he died. Mba said his family insisted on an autopsy to determine whether her son died solely from gunshot wound or from assault. Nigerian targets 95% financial inclusion with women. Women's World Banking, in collaboration with the Presidential Committee on Economy and Financial Inclusion, convened a high-level stakeholders workshop in Abuja to drive women digital financial inclusion as part of efforts to position Nigeria on the path to a $1 trillion economy. The workshop drew participants from the Central Bank of Nigeria, Nigeria Interbank Settlement System, National Insurance Commission, Nigerian Communication Commission, Bank of Industry, Deposit Money Banks, Microfinance Institution, Fintech, and Development Finance Institution. Discussions focus on closing Nigerians' 9% gender gap in access to financial services and achieving national target of 95% financial inclusion. Participants agree that empowering women with access to digital finance was critical to reducing poverty, boosting household welfare, and driving sustainable economic growth. This is all we have for you on Weekly News Story for Women. My name is Eukaria Nkem Okafo.